and then rule that yeah, you got to wear the helmet. And he's like, okay, see you next week. Like what?
I think he also realized that if he retired, he wouldn't get any money at all. They'd all be entitled to all that money back.
Well, yeah, the way it should be. Of course, the new players' work agreement or whatever they call it probably force every cent of every contract to be guaranteed no matter what. Then you'll have guys signing $3 billion contracts and retiring immediately. Yeah.
Worked out for him for like a year.
I have a feeling.
Who?
Jamarcus Russell.
Marcus
No,
Russell.
probably not.
Listen, just because the team gave him blank tapes to watch film and he told him he watched them and there was film on them, doesn't mean he was a bad quarterback.
Just means he was a bad person.
He was a terrible QB in college too. Probably one of the more overrated guys of the 2000s. That's when fucking the Mike Vick fever was high.
They were hoping he'd be the next Vince Young.
User disconnected from your channel.
Which also worked out well.
Yeah.
User entered your channel.
Okay.
Great. Go. Greg.
When Mr. drank some.
Who won the race?
Friend of Forrest, I like to say.
Forrest, we're gonna miss you. You're only 24, but you're gone too soon. Rest in peace, buddy.
Why am I starting like 30th?
Reports in problems with his.
Not in a fucking Chevy.
And
I'm getting more pizza.
Georgia senator.
Tony, I can't hear you on the broadcast. I can only hear us.
Right.
Wait, we're running with the chicane?
Yes.
Oh god.
You should be able to hear me now.
That's why Jason died. Oh wait, not Jason, Forrest.
Which chicane?
You could not run the chicane. Alright, we're going down to 35 miles an hour.
$140 laps.
They
250 laps!
They go around here in like 40 something seconds.
Of course they do. We're in the NBC portion of the schedule, thank you.
Get behind you.
Oh,
Please cue up a horrible cover of Running Down a Dream.
Speaking of running down, Tim McDonald is running up the field. Johnny Reed Foley, Ryan Hoyser battle for second. Going into turn
What,
two.
what version of Lime Rock is this?
We should be like a radio style broadcast. Zach Miller inside of Foley coming out of the corner!
Because that was
Down the chute!
that is
Do you, Zach?
the most inaccurate pit exit I've
Yeah, they come around the corner.
What, you're running the chicane? What are you, on drugs?
I like how
literally running the worst version of Lime Rock.
I love how Tony like puts this all together for us and broadcasts this for us and hangs out while we watch it, and we just shit on him the entire time.
I just didn't realize he was using a shitty version of Lime Rock.
Down into the Big Bend turn 1!
Wait, you're not running Lime Rock Mountain, Tony?
That actually would have been really cool, but
Freaking bullshit.
this is not the Lime Rock I have that's really accurate and really fun. This one looks really wonky. Still the best mile and a half on the schedule, though.
Oh, did you listen to the episode of the Dale G. McDonald where he talks about the radio broadcast?
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting.
He feels the exact same way I feel about it.
Yeah, like the real courses, I think it works, but
Also, part of that paint line coming out of the chicane is set dirt, so that's gonna be all day.
ovals I understand because there's not as much action.
The fucking car is terrible. Terrible!
Tim McDonald still leading after lap 3 starting.
How is Zach Miller in third?
I don't know, he's got the setup down.
I don't know how we have 3 practice sessions, a qualifier, and we still have this car driving like shit.
Jesus. Oh yeah, that dirt's gonna get annoying.
Some guys upset in the field. Zach Miller putting out a strong effort, making a statement early.
He's not going to make the chase, but by God, he wants a win.
I'm just going to assume this is because of the AI extravaganza. When I image search NR 2003 Lime Rock, I get a couple of pictures of the NRL site that are not of Lime Rock.
That's exactly why. The NRL SEO works great.
I get this image halfway down the page.
Oh, the track's dirty.
It's dirty, Chad.
We're gonna Guys screaming out the tower in a minute about everyone hitting the dirt. Same thing they did at Sonoma.
Now just imagine Rick Allen harping on that for 2 hours.
The dirt is an adversity!
Here they come, over the dirt. Who's gonna get through it cleaner? The 22's through it first. Wow, how do they do that? They're turning at such a tight radius. How do they do that? Steering wheel's wrecked.
They're not really apexing that well on the last corner.
Because they're going so fast.
Another thing to keep an eye on during this race, guys, is the amount of bumps down the front stretch. Will play a factor later.
That was some good Domino's pizza.
Foley on the inside.
Domino
Drag race into the chicane.
Jeez. Are you turning into an R&B singer?
They're side by side up the hill.
Zach
Oh,
Miller takes
Tim dropping back
advantage. He
to
hits
third.
the dirt. He slows down.
You sound kind of like Kenny Wallace.
I feel like a mix of Kenny Wallace and Dale Jr. at like Chicago last year.
I was thinking he's starting to sound like Barry Gibb, but okay.
He's staying alive on.
Whoa! Time up! Time up!
When did JD get in here?
Get them out!
Now Kenny Wallace is a football coach.
Man, that chicane they are having trouble getting through there.
That chicane looks like the most tacked on piece of shit I've ever seen. That's something so NASCAR. Like, so there's like this fatal crash, and so to make the track safer overnight, they like dug a hole and filled it full of concrete.
Okay,
So, yeah, you're driving over that on Sunday.
But that's what we did.
What?
Aloha Snack Bar.
To McDonald, side by side, will he recapture the lead? The answer is yes.
These trees really kill the fucking cameras.
I think
God,
they're
damn,
nice.
I'm sick of that dirt already.
Even if they are kind of hanging on with the track out of the chicane.
What kind of laps are they running?
Fast.
The fastest so far is 57.
Oh, it's like Formula One.
What
Yeah.
did the grip turn into?
Get the high downforce package on.
Keep in mind it's only a mile and a half.
Yes, it is.
Lockington is 2.5 miles and they
Yeah, guys. Looks like Zach Miller is not as strong as we thought. He's doing the old Kyle Larson. I will qualify on the pole and I will finish ninth.
Someone has proposed a Herman Tilke-ing of Daytona.
Oh man, guys, I got an email that I got a donation from the University of Dundee.
Man, I'm watching
Go ahead and,
run my car in the parking lot. It's fucking great.
Mark that one as spam and delete.
Well, I tell you what, there are a lot of passing opportunities on this track.
Who are you supposed to be now?
I'm not sure. I wish
Whoa!
this was like a real race where drivers do something stupid and somebody goes into the chicane like flat out and just door slams somebody coming back across onto the track.
You mean Jimmy Johnson at the Roval?
Yeah.
Or we have a driver brake check someone and now watch them destroy their front nose.
Yeah. I mean, that whole thing was stupid. Byron ran Kyle down onto the grass in turn 1. like lap 4.
I don't know what Byron was expecting. Like, let me just drive up right on his ass again. But dude, he's gonna brake check you.
Yeah, that you don't hit your front end with their rear because, especially at a track like that, the back end doesn't matter. I mean, Noah Gragson in the Mid-Ohio race literally had no bumper and no right front and finished like 4th.
Rags.
Yep.
Yes. How it's spelled. Gragsin.
There's no way that's a real person.
Is your counter... Should my counter might be something stupid like Miat Snyder, whose name I saw was literally supposed to be Matt? I didn't think anybody's parents could be that stupid.
It's Myatt.
Have you ever seen Marty Snyder?
Riding on board with the Diet Coke machine, it is a little dusty, but nonetheless making his way up through the field.
Mad that I'm drinking Dr. Pepper.
Oh, sponsor.
Look at Dalton.
Could you imagine if, like, it's instead of a water bottle inside the car, somebody had, like, Coke bottle? They were just drinking Coke in the car during the race?
And eating cookies, it'd be Tony Stewart.
That'd be Ryan Newman.
No, Ryan Newman eats children.
Oh.
That's
Oh
cool.
my god.
And those who believe in the moon landing.
He swallows them.
Alright, it swallows now.
Guys, I tell you what, the battle for the lead is very exciting.
Who is this accent supposed to be and why am I offended? I've got...
Caution!
Okay, Jimmy, speaking of Ryan Newman, I gotta go with what I've heard from the SRD chat.
Yellow.
The most true thing I've ever read about Ryan Newman is that he's a literal fucking ogre.
Well, yeah, dude, he's Shrek. Holy pace car. Jesus Christ, go back to the pace car for a second.
Is the pace car going
Holy shit. Like,
Oh, Steven Spielberg.
Fuck me every week. I told you, Carl was a piece of shit.
Well, it's definitely a piece
That's
of
a
shit.
lot of damage.
Yeah, there it is.
well, this will be devastating for his playoff chances.
Okay.
I mean, just because every week it's devastating doesn't mean this is any less. I have a feeling you were holding up this train of cars behind you and got punted by all of them at once.
Here comes Phil Smith's face right into the wall.
Mentioned there was some snack bar going up into the chicane.
The chicane.
Fucking
Oh
text.
dear, oh dear. There it is. And you're... Oh my god.
That's game over.
That's what I want to see.
That's a lot of damage.
Prove the strength of Flex Seal, we
This
drove this
is
car into a barrier at 150 miles an hour.
This is the third time.
One of our drivers.
It's the third time Tex has wrecked me in a race.
Is it
Well, maybe you should find him and punch
Yes.
Alright,
NASCAR drivers never forget.
Just go down to Texas and punch him.
I think he's from West Virginia.
Yes,
Oh,
I know,
yeah,
from
look at
West Virginia. He's
Yeah.
Rob's neighbor.
This pace car has a tremendous 0 to 60 rate.
Yeah, wait till you see it. Tony was on it for like half a second. And... deja vu!
I've just been in this place before.
Oh my god.
High downforce package, you say?
I guess he's not the fastest Honda in the field. It's the pace car.
Which former champion drives the pace car?
Apparently Harrison James.
Because he's a ghost?
Oh lord.
I love how he took off like at 150 miles an hour and then just slows down to 35.
Fucking brake
Well,
checker.
yeah, he left his spleen in the glove box.
What glove box?
Alright, brakes set.
What spleen?
What spleen?
Careful, floorboard's hot.
They're here, under the floorboards!
What episode was that from?
I don't know. I know it was stolen from Edgar Allan Poe.
I think it was Mr. Krabs that said that.
Zach Miller making an interesting decision to fuel, splash, and go.
It's a splash and dash. Lot of not pitting here.
Donald Stewart is not happy, but what he doesn't understand is that he cannot go yet.
So he's gonna run the stop sign? Okay, why are we still
Oh my
stopped? Shouldn't it
lord.
going to go? There we go.
Someone can tell the 55 spotter to get his head out of his ass.
Is it gonna
Oh,
put...
that was
I think somebody got past there.
the episode with the squeaky boots, and he
Yeah.
hid them under the floorboards, and he like went crazy, and then he started yelling, "They're here on the floorboards!" Pried up the floorboards, pulled out the boots, and then boiled them.
I remember.
That was it, yeah.
Of course, how you can boil water underwater.
Coming to the flag, it's
Yeah.
Foley first, Tim second, Ryan third, Matthew fourth, and Alex Crapser fifth.
That moment where you can't...
Lucas Racing continues to be a force on the road courses.
Yes.
Well, I mean, lots of things are forces. It's not necessarily a good thing.
By the way, John Force's Dale Jr. podcast was the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
But did he ever talk about Speedy?
No.
Then it's a failure.
Put your seatbelts on. No smoking.
Back to racing.
Tim, where are you flying to now?
Back to St. Louis from Grand Rapids.
Side by side, coming out of turn, whatever the fuck that is. Another turn.
Spears, there's only like 6 turns!
Climbing the hill into this makeshift chicane.
Free wide.
And Foley's still got the lead. Holy shit. How about the Mr. Georgia Boot himself?
Randy Dobbins doing an excellent job.
Have to take out Tim.
Tim struggling on the restart here.
They
Got
must put a
stuck
bad
on the
set
wrong
of
side of the
stuff on.
road.
I see a silver bullet approaching the front.
Coors Light.
No, the new silver bullet, Diet Coke. No, not at all. Probably worse.
So has anybody seen the Coors commercial where they claim to be the official beer of drinking in the shower, or as I'm gonna now call them the official beer of Alcoholics Anonymous?
Uh-huh.
To be honest with you, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
They have an ad. Well, they have 2 of them that I've seen now on the Weather Channel. One is like official beer of drinking in the shower, and the other one's official beer of when you're done wearing a bra for the day.
Did you say on the Weather Channel?
Yeah, on the Weather Channel.
Well, yeah, it is Rocky Mountain water, so...
Huge wreck. Oh.
At Knoxville?
No, Thompson.
Oh,
In the
right. Never
2002
mind.
Pepsi National. What?
Beers?
Is this what you kids listen to these days?
Your radio's not too loud, Spears.
Oh my god, that was a hot mic.
I figured out the relevance of what that was when she got to the very end.
Man, do y'all not listen to the radio?
No.
It's okay.
Also
The only
no.
reason I know those songs is because, oh my god, Aaron Cummings.
Thank you, Mike Joy. Oh, car harder than the pits.
And we've got a caution.
Yeah, we got
Really?
roof damage.
What did he do? Just like go off on his own?
I see Broderick in the pits too. Broderick.
Well, he's right ahead of him, so 1 + 1 is 2. Usually.
1 + 1 is actually 2.179, but those are the
According
things
to
math doesn't
Teriology.
teach you.
Yeah, listen, just because you went to college and have a degree doesn't mean you know more than I do.
Oh no!
I think that's specifically what that means.
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Hey, Tony, I thought we were done killing spectators and drivers at Lime Rock. Looks like the chicane has made things more dangerous. What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, I think we just killed like 4 or 5 people right there.
I think they got out of the way.
I don't think you're allowed to put this on YouTube now.
I think Broderick's in, I think he's in serious medical trouble after this wreck.
That was a pretty.
Him, I'm worried about the spectators he plowed through.
There's no caution either. That's the craziest part.
Well, that's because there's nothing on the track. All the dead people are in the stands.
Yeah, guys, I want you to know that that 68 car needs our thoughts and prayers.
What about the spectator he drove through?
Man, fuck them
Spectators?
kids.
Or how about spectators?
Hey, why aren't you
Jesus.
guys running Lime Rock Mountain, Tony?
Why are we not running the good, normal Lime Rock? I think we've already been over all this already.
No one brought up Lime Rock Mountain, which is...
I disagree. I
Everyone
think
knows
this is
it's
a
a
great
real
version
cool-
of Lime Rock.
Like, I'm really befuddled that somebody added trees 5 feet off the edge of the track in this version and moved the walls in closer. It's kind of weird. Actually, he might have just missed those spectators.
It's the converted NASCAR Legends version.
Did you guys see the baseball schedule was released today for next year?
Yes.
And
Every
the
team
Indians are
plays...
opening 6 games at home at starting at the end of March.
Yes, every team is scheduled to play on March 26th.
So when a
I
huge
strongly
national
believe we'll
tragedy
get a
occurs
snow
on
out.
March 19th,
Why are we opening at home on March 26th? That is a stupid idea. It's gonna be like 2 degrees.
I don't know, the snow games were fun this year.
Not in baseball.
Oh, they were tons of fun. Honestly, I think they need to play some baseball in like March in the frozen tundra of Lambeau under like 6 feet of snow. It'll be great.
I think Siberia needs its own baseball league.
I think
Siberia probably knows what baseball is.
It's baseball.
The Indians are
Oh,
currently
it is
up
not.
the middle of the
I
4th
don't
inning,
know what
5 to
accent
3.
I do. It is American sport. We call the ball base.
Forgot to fill my plane up. Ended up killing me. Cause I'm just too dumb. Oh my god. We're out of fuel.
Where is the emergency button? It's right
Hit the switch, hit the
behind.
switch.
Falling out of the sky. Take me home. To the ground.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I made sure that I have the correct fuel from my dispatch release.
Like, it is
But you know who
sad
didn't?
that John Denver died, but he died because of himself. Like, no, I'm only gonna
Just
be
like
up to
JFK
10 minutes.
Jr.
Isn't that like the best way to die, though?
I wonder what he
Yourself?
was thinking
Yes,
as he ran
like,
out of
it's your
fuel.
fault.
Like, I wonder what he was honestly thinking. Like, man,
Probably trying to land the plane.
Yeah, I don't think he had time to really do anything but panic and try to fix the situation.
which would be like the worst way to die.
It's one of those, well, we're boned.
We gotta drop the load! That was probably just a situation where he's like, oh, I gotta try and land the plane, and then it just didn't work out.
That's how most crash landings go.
Well, I mean, 9/11 didn't really go that way.
That wasn't a crash landing. There was no attempted landing.
It's
They just
awful
missed the
hearing
runway
like,
and had to go around. Come on.
You can always
There's like an old, I think it's a U.S. Airways flight that crashed into a bunch of dump trucks on a runway in fog, and it's really sad to like hear their last words. They're like, oh shit, they're not supposed to be there. Oh fuck! And then you can see they're dead.
I don't think it was dump trucks they hit. I think it was another airplane that you're thinking of.
Tim, what was
It
that
was like
You know which one?
they landed on the wrong strip, and it was under construction. Like they missed
I
the
don't
right.
think that was US Air. I know that's happened in other parts of the world. I don't think it was US Air that did that.
Might have been direction, so I don't know.
There was somewhere in the far east where they landed. Was it a landing or was it a takeoff and there was equipment on the runway? I think it was a takeoff with equipment on the runway.
Western Airlines Flight 2605.
Yep, 79.
Wow.
Mexico
Well,
City.
no wonder I can't think of who it is. That airline doesn't exist. I knew it wasn't US Air though.
It was an international scheduled passenger flight from LA to Mexico City on Halloween 1979.
So spooky.
So have you guys ever seen Rain Man?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, of course.
Are we gonna segue to Qantas never having had a crash?
Yes.
That's still true, although they came pretty damn close on that Airbus that had the Ataru failure. That airplane was actively trying to crash itself.
Southwest Airlines has never had a crash.
That's not true.
Well,
They've had plenty of crashes.
they had planes off the runway, but nobody died.
No, their one passenger fatality was the one who got sucked out of the airplane. So technically, you could claim they've never had a passenger die on their airplane because of an incident. Because one of
should have been sitting there.
their overruns did kill a kid in a car.
Well,
Yeah,
should have been sitting there.
That incident they had, what was that, last year, where the engine failed and blew a hole in the airplane? That was their first passenger fatality that was, you know, not a medical issue.
How many people died on the plane?
One. Well, none. She died probably when she hit the ground.
That's what I'm saying. They've never had like a crash that has truly killed a shit ton of people.
They've had a crash that killed one person.
Yes. Who was not on the plane. And
They
then
were
they
under
had,
the plane.
yes.
What about Allegiant?
Allegiant, that's
Shockingly, they've never killed anyone.
Right.
that depends on how you want to view their history. Some people want to view them as a offshoot of value.
Oh, she was never pulled out of the plane. She was partially sucked out of the plane.
Oh, I thought she was pulled clean out. Okay, then she
No,
died on the
yeah.
airplane.
He died on the airplane.
Okay, there we go. Southwest, sorry, you killed somebody on the airplane.
But she wasn't totally on the plane.
We're splitting hairs now.
No, people were splitting people.
It's gonna be interesting if GMS ends up saying, we're done.
Was
I
there a
can't-
segue in there somewhere?
Yeah, Legionnaire, I can't, they're
Oh, okay.
sponsoring the Raider Stadium. Like, the amount of money that costs.
I straight up would not fly a Legion. Like, I would advise you not to do it.
Wait, what about Raider Stadium?
They're the new name of the Raider Stadium.
Really? It's what, the Legion Coliseum or something?
No, the Las Vegas one.
Oh, okay. Nice.
People forget
That's
Spencer
interesting
Gallagher's
because
from
they're
Las
like-
Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And does
That's
drugs.
interesting because I don't really
V1?
consider them to be a very big
Rotate.
airline.
Well, the Legion's a pretty big airline.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like $1 billion in revenue last year, I think.
Oh.
They're
I guess
pretty
I
big.
But have they been around that long? I just don't really think of them in the same category as like
Mm-mm.
American and United and all that.
They've been around for a little while. Like I said, it depends on how you want to look at their history.
They're becoming a legit airline now. I mean, they're flying a bunch of newer planes, so
Yeah, they're not flying Mad Dogs anymore.
yeah, thank God.
I'm upset about that, but they didn't maintain their Mad Dogs the way Delta did and American does. I love the Mad Dog. I'm gonna miss it.
I've only ever flown Southwest and Frontier.
Frontier charge for bags.
Oh yeah.
I would think they would.
That's
It was
awful.
$40
I
to check a
think
bag.
Allegiant, Frontier, Spirit are all hardcore into that.
But
That's,
I mean, the
how,
tickets
that's
are
why they're
so
so
cheap.
small. Yeah.
And even after the cost for checking a bag, it's like still cheaper than it would be to fly a bigger airline.
Now, the thing to keep in mind with Allegiant is they are shitty and will tell you you're going to Orlando or St. Louis, and they don't fly to Orlando or St. Louis. They fly to Sanford and Belleville.
Yeah.
Fly into smaller airports that are arguably cheaper to operate in.
Well, yeah, but they advertise it. It would be like if I said that you're going to Cleveland and flew you into, I don't know, Akron.
Yikes.
It's a little concerning that Allegiant is the charter airline for Sac State for all their athletes.
Is it more alarming than Trans-States being a charter airline for Notre Dame?
Is it more
That's
alarming that
super
if the
interesting.
Allegiant airplane plunged into the ground and killed everybody, the football team would probably be improved next season?
Wow!
No, it wouldn't be improved.
Wow!
The Thundering Herd.
That was just... That, wow!
They've been
I
so
think-
bad.
Yeah, Allegiant flies out of Stockton is the closest they fly out for me. There's a couple, like, it's... Because I'm going to go to Vegas soon. There's a lot of airlines that fly super cheap to Vegas from the Sacramento area, but they're like Allegiant, Frontier, Spirit.
Yeah, Frontier's fine. I'm sure some of their pilots suck, but you know.
I think it'd be fun to go to Vegas, go to the racetrack.
I say that because we have flow to Frontier.
So I have a friend who lives in Vegas, and I'm thinking about going to Vegas, the race, and just staying
In
there.
September,
Yes.
it's gonna be like hot as shit though. I would rather go in March if you can wait.
That's one of the reasons
It's
I
gonna
don't
be a lot
understand why
nicer.
both races there, like...
Are you trying to tell me that I don't know how hot Las Vegas is?
Why
No,
is there a
I'm
Vegas race that's not at night?
God. Sorry, just trying to offer some advice. I'll just go fuck myself. Oh,
Dude, Sonoma's gonna be I don't like. I'm trying to put this into perspective. That's what I was saying during June or whatever. Vegas, as hot as it is at Vegas, is how hot it is at Sonoma during the June race weekend, and I don't think people understand that.
yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's super fucking hot because you're like in a valley surrounded by a bunch of hills, so no air penetrates through. So when you're sitting there and it's 92 degrees, it feels like 100.
Just stagnant air.
Just straight up fucking
Penetrate's really
blasting
the word you want.
Dude, it's terrible.
Inserts. I think JB's about to 78 in the stratosphere here.
Well, so far after 33 laps, we've had about lead changes every 2 or 3 laps, so it's been pretty good. Zach's
I'd have another one right here.
Zach and JB are moving through the field. Craig and Scott are just stuck way back. If Scott is outside of the top 20, it might be it for him.
How many races until the chase?
4, including this one.
And one of those, Bristol, right?
Yeah. Tim's the
And who
only-
knows what could happen in Bristol. Bristol, I'm sure a caution will come out at a weird time, screw up the whole running order, and make it a really weird race.
Dalton led 100 laps in the last Bristol race. So, weird race it was.
Alright.
yes.
The silver bullet is clear to 5th, and we're on our way to the lead pack, the lead draft.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Pretty much. That's how they're passing each other so much almost. They're so close
A
to
restrictor plate race at Limelock Park.
Yes, because it looks like we are restricted. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I like this.
So, did they get the 51 or the 68 or the 65 going again?
The 51's been out for a while. The whole...
How far off is he?
He's pretty far off, but it's not bad enough to really be super bad.
I'm just wondering when they're going to catch a
guys.
really slow piece of junk here in a minute.
We've already caught him.
Oh, I didn't see him passing. That must have
Yeah,
been during my
got around
takeoff
it,
roll.
we made up 3/10 that lap. Ooh.
You have a good drafting partner behind you.
Well, you're like a second behind me, so you're not really helping.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, well, Tony's going to come roaring through this field here probably on the last green flag run and win the damn race at the end, so, just like he did at Sonoma.
Well, if the front four just keep passing each other, it's gonna kill them. Although there's still like 100 laps to go. Yeah, there's 4 more tenths. Alright, Coke's coming.
Jesus. I can fly from Sacramento to Vegas on September 12th for $36.
Dude! Do that.
It's on
I'd
Spirit,
do it.
yeah.
I don't care what. Yeah.
And then
fuck it.
flying back from Vegas to Sac on the Monday after the race would only still be $57.
See, I thought the joke was it was so cheap because it's the day after September 11th.
That too. How long of a flight is it? Like an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured.
Or I can drive for 8. I'm flying.
I was going to say, from Sacramento it makes more sense to fly. From LA, you definitely drive.
Well, Tim, if I fly out on September 11th, the cheapest ticket is $29.29. Yeah, so I can fly out 9/11 for $30.
I'm going to point out, that's what they're advertising it at. That doesn't include any of the fees.
I know, I understand that, but it's still cheaper than any other airline.
I'm just saying that ticket's going to, well, their fees might actually be higher, but that ticket's going to still end up being close to $100 when you pay all your fees.
Yeah.
But still a
Or you
cheaper
pay
base price
or you pay $170 on Southwest and for both ways.
Or you could Zed fare and go for next to nothing.
Or you could just drive.
Yeah.
Yes, instead of cruising at 30,000 feet, we're going to cruise at 30,000 millimeters. I think even that's off.
At like a fifth of the speed.
I just need to forge someone's credentials so I can fly in the jump seat.
Catch me if you can.
Great movie.
Never seen it, but I have read a lot about that dude.
I've seen it. It's pretty good. It's one of the more underrated movies.
Getting a beautiful sunset out here over the lake.
Good for you.
Really got this bird trimmed out. I've never actually just been able to hand fly up to cruise this easily. In fact, I probably should be on autopilot because I'm probably in RBSM airspace.
Whoa. That was fun while it lasted.
I thought you were going to catch it there. Because
I told you, Tony was just going to go around you like that.
I'm not really going that fast though. Like compared to that Sonoma race or walking to the...
Be back in a few minutes.
Tim 4.
Bye. I would have been really worried if that was Tony.
Oh, good grief. It's raining.
At Lime Rock, or...
No, like if Tony disconnected.
But the people wouldn't be able to hear you saying that.
I know. This race is actually going to go by pretty quickly.
It's pretty spread out. But not in a bad way. We're already almost third down.
As long as we avoid cautions, then we're okay.
Well, even then, have you seen how the damn pace car's driving today?
Damn, trying to win the race.
Well, let's take a look at a rundown through the guys that need to score big tonight. Johnny Reed Foley. Let me restart. Johnny Reed Foley currently at 110 points behind 10th place John Batista. Looking good, sitting pretty right now. But as far as the points concerned, not sitting pretty. Whoa! Matthew Dominique led the points for most of the season, is now 7th, but doing good in this race. Ryan Heuser, 8th, dominated the first part of the season as far as laps led, and is only 59 points ahead of John Batista in 10th. Tim McDonald doing fine. Zach Michael, only 25 points ahead of John Batista in 10th. Tony Pizarro, 46 points behind John Batista in 10th. Dave My Man Miller, 86 points behind John Batista in 10th. Alex Krapser, doing pretty damn good. He's almost in it. 254 points behind Tim. John Batista, 390 points. He is almost 140 points ahead of John Batista in 10th. Here is John Batista in 10th. In the race and in the point standings. Mr. Ken Pettit, 6th in points, 96 points ahead of John Batista in 10th. John Tharp, kicking complete ass this season. Matt Raboyne, 49 points behind 10th in points John Batista. Battling Ampio. Rick Jackson, 3rd in points. As long as he gets some decent finishes, he will be in the chase. Scott Jackson, not doing too good. 24th, started practically last. And he is 64 points behind 10th place John Batista. Craig Lee having a terrible day. 32nd, worst race of the year by far. 2nd in points, looks to be using his mulligan today. Donald Stewart, terrible day, 34th, 61 points behind John Batista, 10th. And the last chase contender, Glenn Kaufman, behind 40th in points, 60 billion behind John Batista.
I don't think that's a real number that he's behind.
Yeah, that was a little mean, I'm sorry.
I actually just confirmed it. It is a real number.
60 billion?
Yes.
Meanwhile, Matthew Dominique has retaken the lead.
Are they getting ready to catch the back of the field here?
I believe so.
Just Butter and Adam.
I don't like that when So I've got plenty of fuel, but the wing tanks are running low, but the center fuel tank is packed full with plenty. But I'm getting master caution because the wing tanks are low. Maybe I'll just turn on the pumps and move some fuel into the wings, but, you know. I would rather have it in the center. The center tank, it's gonna be less of an issue of making the wings wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I know, I haven't flown in a while. I thought about hopping on and flying last week. I just never did.
Well, one of the things that keeps me from flying is, it's like getting the yoke out, moving the wheel, and all that's the whole thing. That's why I'm flying an Airbus. I just get out the joystick and the pedals. I don't actually have the yoke on the desk.
Yeah, that's mostly what I fly. Just because I have a joystick, so I mostly just stick with the Airbus. Keeps the immersion realistic.
Well, unless you're flying a 300.
Yes.
Oh Lord, where are they gonna catch this guy?
Aaron has had a tough season.
I love how once you're slow, you just become this guy.
No matter who it is, yeah.
I think they're gonna get him down the no name here.
And Foley takes advantage. Oof.
Whoa! That really, really slowed him up. Foley's gotta be gone now. Whoa!
That Zach might catch him.
Yeah, well, he's gotta get around the 51 now, too. Yeah, I think he's running 4 cylinders around here.
Damn lap car.
Zach's gonna catch him.
Where? Just in time to get passed by Tony? Again? Yeah.
Brad's gonna be struggling.
Look at that. Foley ended up with a 1.5 second lead almost because of that.
Be a big deal if he won back to back.
After almost being completely underchased.
And then the motor blows up.
It's been focused.
Where the hell did Zach Miller go? He just 15th or something?
He pinned it, and I don't think he's gained his spots back.
Track position's very important, and there's no reason to give it up in pit if it's not going to work in the strategy. Now, maybe at the end of the race that'll come back to help him, but right now it doesn't look like it's paying off.
He's up to 21st, but they didn't run that many laps.
The only thing I think of is maybe that crew thinks that they can cut out a whole pit stop doing that and do one less stop than everybody else.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Tyson Bond's strategy is there, but we're gonna see what happens. Questionable call for sure.
Foley's pulling away.
Because they're all racing each other behind him.
Rick's not having a good day like he did at Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen is a much easier road course to find your marks and get into your rhythm.
Despite his successes this season, I still would have to say that Falco Lombardi has to be a little disappointed with their efforts.
Oh boy.
Foley in the pits. Strategy's going to play out now. Unless he's blowing up and we didn't notice.
He's taking tires. That's smart. Good job.
Well, it'd be dumb to sit there and fill up with fuel and not take them.
He's going to be so far back. happens here.
Oh, he really wants to get around this 81! If he'd gotten stuck behind the 81, it would have killed him. I think he's gonna get him now.
You can actually almost lose a lap here doing that.
Well, it's only a mile and a half. There we go, he got him. That gives him plenty of clear track ahead to go. How did I get around all of them?
Well, when fully pitted, I think you were already...
That was probably why he got away, is because I was in the process of passing all those Vipers.
Somehow Ryan lost a lot of time. Zach's ahead of Ryan
Oh.
now.
Yeah, where's Ryan? Did he pit?
No, he just lost a spot.
Wow.
Look at Zach go.
Now this is what I like to see.
Zach Michael up to third.
Do we have a round of pit stops?
Fully pitted, but nobody else did.
Not yet, anyway.
Interesting.
Feels like some strategery, but I think they're reeling him in still. Because he should have driven away from Butter, and I don't think he has.
Nah, he's still right with him. Butter's not that slow, though. Keep in mind.
Yeah, but a car that was just leading the race on fresh tires should drive away from that car. Should drive away from any car out there if they're not in trouble.
What you're saying is we're not taking tires the whole race.
I don't think the undercut works, is what I'm saying.
Thank you, Formula One.
I think the overcut's going to be the move here, because tires don't seem to be helping him. Either that or he does have a problem. It's one of the two.
Thank you, Sport Clips.
He's not going to have to worry about it now.
Is the yellow out?
No, his friend pitted.
Well, no, what I'm saying is he should have driven away from that car. If he's not driving away from that car, he's now going just as slow, if not slower than he was before. He didn't gain any pace, so the undercut's not going to work.
Alan just came out of the pits, and he's a lap down. Wow.
Yeah, you'll lose a lap pit in here pretty easy. It's a fast lap. It's not your average road course.
Thank you, NASCAR. Not your average oval.
It's the best mile and a half in the country, though.
I mean, honestly, this track is really just an oval.
It's just a squiggly oval.
There absolutely should be. There should be a tour mod race, a K&N race, and maybe a truck race here.
I mean, they already ran mods here one time.
Yeah, they've run K&N and tour mods here on and off in the past.
I think we need a Legends race here.
That's what I'm saying. If we're catching him, that means his strategy's not working. For his strategy to work, he needed to get away once he got back out here. Not slowly get... Oh! Not slowly get caught, because Tony has a kidney stone.
Oh, Tim. Oh. I'm scared, because I'm on screen.
I haven't seen anything happen that would have warranted that reaction.
Got a couple more guys in the pits.
And that
what was that reaction
is a disgusting act.
20 trying to pass the 22.
That wasn't even a scary looking pass, it was just an average attempt.
I was excited because the 20 has been so far back and is catching everything.
But see, that was the sound you normally make when somebody goes flying into the spectators.
R.I.P. Roger.
Not the spectators.
Not the Navy.
Robots have taken over the Navy!
Everybody run for your lives. Robots are taking over the world. Our world.
That was such a weird joke.
Well, I mean, there's the land world.
I always thought they meant the real world versus the cartoon world.
I had to.
Well, that was a missed Apex.
Bye, bitch.
Blow me, bitch. Here's the problem, it's gonna end up costing me like 6 spots here.
Yeah, there goes Ryan. Here comes Tony. No. Nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep.
No.
Nope.
Hey,
Yep.
it didn't cost me much at all.
So what is the fuel window? Oh shit.
Oh, there go cars to the pits.
What is the fuel window here?
Right now.
Looks like about 60 laps.
I honestly don't know.
I think Zach Miller's strategy, if he can make it on one stop from that early stop, that might work, but he'll need caution.
Oh, guys, I downloaded a plugin for the wiki that helps make tables you can visually edit and not have to put it in plain text form. I just orgasmed.
Zach Miller pitted.
Ooh.
Well, then that whole strategy ain't gonna happen at all.
No, here's Randy. No.
I think Tyson Ball needs to be fired. So is my bird.
I think I got a loose lug nut. So before you're firing, guys.
I think Miller just hit 2 people on pit road.
But Brad, I'm angry. I want to be angry.
This would be a really bad time for a yellow to come out.
Not for you.
You just want to name names.
Although I
off the
think
Christian list.
most of this is now cycling through at this point.
Correct.
What we need to do is watch Foley and see where he comes out in relation to everybody else.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see where Foley is. I don't think he gained any time, but he may not have lost much. He may come out right where he was. He'll definitely need a second stop, though.
There's me. And I'm ahead of Foley. Okay, that's good.
There's Foley. Foley is not leading. He got jumped.
So I'm gonna assume the lead here, I think.
I lost a ton of time, too.
Woo! Oh, the 25's in the lead still, I think. But we're close.
Ryan and JB haven't.
Whoa, Tony. Oh, we are the de facto leader.
Whoa, there we go. Yes. Woo!
What was that?
Zach Miller, or Zach Michael, de facto leader. I couldn't even
Yes.
get that right.
Where are we, you
Leader.
big dummy?
Sonoma. Sears Point, Infineon.
Holy crap! What a pit stop!
It was a
my
9.9 second stop.
How did
Wow,
you
Ryan, I think once everybody pitted in front of him, turned up the wick and went full hammer time.
What happened?
He's like,
Somebody told him it was hammer time, and he went full
You
rich,
only-
party mode, kicked it all in.
There's no way he's 10 more than that.
He might not have done a full fill, or tires.
I think we need an insto replay.
Let me check his entry here, see if he went full pace car. What is that? Look at this.
I don't think they filled her up.
I think we have a post-race penalty coming. What? Yeah, I want that penalized. I am protesting. I think we need to make an executive decision.
I don't think he sped.
Why are all the paint lines dirt?
God, that reminds me of an old Richmond track we ran.
You ever run the dope?
What was his speed coming in? Because I don't think he sped. I think it was just a crazy entry.
And I don't think he did a full stop. I feel like he just stops here momentarily.
He doesn't put tires on, I know that.
He sped. He was. Let's see, at the line he.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he sped.
He's 50, but it's a 35-mile-an-hour.
I think they'd give that to you.
I think we should penalize
In
him.
fairness, JB went 56.
Oh, yeah, JB, yeah.
Kill them all.
Okay, I can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but he has
He's
valve
barely alive.
on his car. You can't be mad at him for entering the pits safely. Ryan's gonna lose this race because of this.
Did he do a full pit stop here, or did he just do a splash and go?
He was only in the pits for 8 seconds.
Yeah, so they didn't do a full fill because they know they're going to have to do another stop.
Right.
But when they do that other stop, you gotta take tires then.
But if you're gonna take one can, wouldn't you just change your tires?
I would have changed the lefts. You change them both, and you will lose time.
Yeah, but like, since you're already sitting there for one can, you might as well change the lefts.
Yeah, it seems like a weird strategy call, but the tires didn't seem to make a huge difference. Like, if they were going to make a difference, Foley would have pulled away after he came out of the pits, and he didn't. So maybe they're looking at that and going, there's not a huge advantage to the tires. The tires are fine.
Alright, I'm gonna need Butter to, like, move, please.
Are you mad that he's racing you on a racetrack?
He's
How
a
dare
lap
you?
He's mad right now.
Technically, he's de facto on the lead lap.
down. Shut up. He's not even...
No, he's not. Ryan's ahead of him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I forgot already.
He's de facto in the fucking way, is what he is.
Just stick to pinch hitting your star players, okay? There we go. There we go.
Hey, I still
There
won
we
that
are.
game,
Yeah,
despite that.
somehow. That's what I like to see.
Mark Guthrie is almost leading this race.
I don't think he's
Come on.
pitted.
Craig, who's been outside the top 30 all day, is leading.
Also, probably hasn't pitted.
Lugster's barely on the lead lap.
Yeah, this would be a great time for a yellow. It would really shuffle the field up.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Glenn and Tyler Scott are a lap down. If the 55 goes a lap down, that's...
Here's the thing. If the 101 can go another 5 or 6 laps, he didn't pit under the yellow, did he?
He did.
Okay, what about 32? They both pit under that yellow?
I would assume the 30 did. The 30 did.
Because I think if they can go about 5-10 more laps, they can make it on one stop and be on sequence with the leaders.
This is huge right here. Craig Lee passing Donald Stewart. Stewart, 12th in points,
Not related to
Oh.
Tony.
going a lap down.
Yeah, of course he's not related to Tony Pizarro or Tony Long. They don't even have the same last name.
Now, granted, if Craig pits, he's back on the lead lap. But right now,
I could hear Zach's disappointment.
Just stop it. Get some help.
Craig Lee in all the traffic.
Is Ryan even gaining on him?
I honestly haven't looked.
No, he's
Holy
losing
crap.
time. He lost time that last lap.
Well, he's gonna gain it all back right through turn 1 and 2. Jeez.
He'll gain it all back when Craig gets yeeted off the track by these lap cars.
Probably.
I don't know if anybody was aware, but Tim is very cultured using the term yeeted.
Cultured in what?
I learned it from that Little John song.
How many teams do we have? 24, okay.
John Batista has passed Zach Michael.
No!
That's impossible.
I think we established the meaning of tires in this race.
Little to nothing.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Did Tony blow up?
No, don't do it. Don't do that.
Oh.
Well, that was some contact. A little bit of argy-bargy back here.
What?
God.
Getting physical out there.
Yeah. Tony's either in immense pain or having the best sex ever.
Oh my god. Are they gonna go 3 wide into the chicane?
Don't go 3 wide down the no-name, guys.
Do it.
Guys!
Do it.
They didn't do it.
Okay, that was fun.
Chicken. They chickened out. That 51 is really slow.
He slows up the 25 more every time.
Is there a conflict we should know about in the garage area? We should go to our pit reporter.
We are interviewing the crew chief of Aaron Cummings right now. Mister, what are you thinking at this time? He does not want to speak at this time.
Just dead silence. And why do you ask? Is there the dead silence? Because he has no crew chief.
Oh, snap.
The crew chief's in the race car.
Then his arms poke out of the race car and he starts running down Conchin Coral.
Just gonna say the wrong thing.
Well, JB's not getting away.
I am that frickin' pissed. It's just bullshit.
Craig and Mark still bidding.
Looks like those two drivers are going to go for a one-stop strategy.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, we turned him!
You guys need to get by Butterworth here.
I gotta keep holding up. It's Dave, Ryan Newman, Butterworth. Whoa.
If this car doesn't move, I'm gonna give it a match light.
Here comes Tony up the inside. Taking it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Take his best shot at the 81.
I should have known when there's IRP and an SK, it's a draft track, and if you're too tight, you can't turn the car because you're going too fast.
Here comes
That is
Alex
unfortunate.
Crapser battling for 10th.
Oh boy, 10th place!
Lazaro on the inside of Butterworth.
Well, of course he lets his teammate go.
I was stuck behind him for
But he just had to make it look believable.
I got you. I'll believe it.
And now he just slams on his brakes and the 14 goes right up his ass.
You guys are catching up to Ryan.
Yes, we are. A draft line's being established.
Let's see who has the... Bill has the fastest lap time? What?
What?
Axe.
How? He's like 40th.
Probably bribe somebody.
Did it under yellow as he was racing back.
I guess so. Good job, Bill, but it's not showing in the race. Broderick has the worst time.
You're the one lap under.
Was that when we timed his... Is that when we timed him to the ER?
Yes. Oh! What happened?
What did you do?
Something bad just happened.
Tony just all tapped out. Tony, what happened there?
Oh!
Uh-oh.
We've lost the track.
What just happened?
Raining in turn 1.
Tony! His suspicious silence is worrying me.
Here's what we do. We're gonna crash the game. And... how do I pull it up without looking at the stats?
No, that's the technical difficulties music. It's also royalty free, so you're not gonna get a strike